Fight down these two. Fight down these two. There's a blue lane. Bang, bang, bang. Yellow. Bang, bang.
Check 50. Check 50.
On first down, Moss. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, Teller.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Orphan.
Watch my
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Yellow.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, D.
Check. Switch.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 42-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight end right. We got 4. Check 3.
Check 4.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, 57. Hey, 43, 15.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, alert 3. Check.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Kansas City.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Safe.
Hey, Ripley.
50.
Yellow. Here we go. What's that?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Yellow.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelce. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. 43, 43. Right side.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Hey, 43.
Slow. No. Shit.
We're scoreless after 1.
Play to win. Let's go.
Yellow. 180.
45.
15.
These babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Switch. Check. Crunch. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss.
Go.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On 1st down, Moss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Easy.
On 2nd down now, it's Moss. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
57 colors.
Too easy.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. picked off by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Tate looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Tate. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. 180. Hey, yo, hey, go. Hey, 43, 15.
They'll run on first down. Moss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. That's a long way. 45. Yellow.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
43. Hey, 57.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Check nickel.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
You go tight. You got
Hey, Sunday. Hey, rip list. Right side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Check 56. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a deep... Ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. A first throw for the backup Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
Here we go.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. Check.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Express.
It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. 20. Check 99. Check 99. 56, the mic, boys. 56.
Space.
56. Tighten up. Pull it together.
From the 44, Ryan nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Falcons.
Ready, like 25.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Army. Quick the edge.
51, sub.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready, 56. Mike, 56. Bring it. Ready.
On 1st down, Tate. Jones has it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Shift. Six guys.
Hey, 59, ready. All right, 25-9.
Ryan will throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better come get one.
Chris Jones in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far to feel good. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
80 weapons.
Check. 51.
Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready.
56. I'm coming after you.
They go play action with Ryan. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
59,
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here I come again.
51. 58.
Here's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw again is Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Ryan now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
54, Steph!
Throwing again, Ryan. And he spins through. This complete to Jones. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they got it 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. And on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through trash.
And that's exactly what you want from your mind.
Yellow.
Don't get nervous.
Hey, 43.
Hey, check Mike.
Check
Mike 45. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On 3rd down, Moss. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3 on the play. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Let's go, D. 36.
Yellow.
SOS.
Attack.
He's coming. Double up.
Yellow.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Under grip list.
Switch. Kill.
57.
Check 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Falcons' 24-yard.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yellow.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch the safety.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80.
45 the mic. Hey.
15. Watch it.
Watch the twist.
On second down, it's Moss. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Check 24. Check.
Hey, ripple it.
Whip.
On first down, Moss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Sunday.
Watch the edge.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
40, come on. 45 to Mike. Switch it.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Tuesday.
To throw again, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Caught by Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. He can really smell 800 catches right now, because that last one puts him at 799. Knocking on the door. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Rush in.
Hey, 59, ready. Check. 52, 87.
Now Ryan, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. 33 yards that time. But that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Ryan to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now it's Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come up on a first and goal in most likely four-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Good throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Yellow.
45.
Now Mahomes. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things.
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
They got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll look to throw, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball to the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Move. 3 down, 3 down.
Here's Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
53 at the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Big hit all day. Sack City. Sack City.
Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.